Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. It is end of July, and as you can see, the garden she's not looking too hot right now. It's been hot on the days when it hasn't rained, and if it's not hot, it's raining. So everything's kind of overgrown, but I thought we'd go through and let's talk about fall. So you see, we got this little pollinator doing its business. But we're gonna do, in this bed, we're gonna do our carrots, I think. Mushrooms going on. You can see the sunflower took a hit in yesterday's storm. And the sweet potatoes, they're still doing really good. I put my boots on, the grass is high. We still got problems with Japanese beetles, but they'll eat the leaves of the sweet potatoes, but they won't cause any problems. We've taken all the corn out, and so this bed, in this area, I think we're going to start with our broccoli. I'm going to do Green Magic again this year, like I normally do, but I also, from Haas, I got, I think they called it Goliath. They're supposed to have these huge broccoli heads. So we'll see how that goes. Sorry if I keep pausing. The grass is very tall, and I stepped on the water hose and thought it was a snake. So you see this tomato, it's fallen over the storm. And this was a volunteer, and looks like they're going to be, there's no real sun out here, but that is very glary, ain't it? Let's see. And they haven't really ripened yet, and they're leaning over onto the peppers. And it's time for this guy to come out, so we'll get him out of here. And the okra's doing really good. I need to pick it. I haven't been out here in a few days because it's been raining so bad. And then we'll probably go with some lettuce down the middle here and get it nice and shaded from the end of the summer heat. This sunflower can come out. It's about had it as well. You can see the storm knocked over tomatoes. And these are, they're starting to blush. Let's see if I can't get this back up. Oh, knocked over peppers as well. Yeah, this might be a two-hand job right here. Let's see. We're gonna stay up. Yeah, there we go. We stayed up. And I still got onions down there to harvest. This cucumber looks like it's gonna try to make a comeback, so I'm gonna leave that. But this tomato's seen better days, so it's coming out. And I always say the name of this plant wrong. It's mullein, something like that. I'm not sure what to do with it. I don't know if I cut it back and it'll come back or what, but we're gonna have to do some investigating on that. And this plant's about had it too. These are all determinate, so once they're done ripening, it's time to pull them out. So in this bed, we're going to do beets and radishes, and there was something else I was going to do here, but I can't think of it right now. But first, we need to dig all this up and not dig it up, but mix in some lighter soil. You can see it's got rocks and everything in its soil's very hard. So we're gonna put a bag dirt in it, mix it in, and then do root crops and see if we can't loosen that soil some. Back to the sweet potato bed back there. After those come out, which will be like October, November, depending on the frost, we're gonna do garlic in that bed. So we'll do garlic in the ooh, big spider. And the sweet potato bed. This bed, which we had cucumbers going up this, I might do another round of cucumbers. We're going to see what that tomato does. That was a volunteer. And then probably do another round of zucchini. And again, the okra has gotten huge. It needs to be pulled. Got a rotten zucchini down here. I might just use those seeds, see if they start sprouting, and then just plant them in the garden. This was the mystery tomato. I'm sorry, I'm watching my step. It gets a little tall in here. And it's starting to blush. I've got some huge ones that I picked off of it in the house. And I believe it is a beefsteak. And it's doing good. It's got a couple little blooms up there, but you can see it's starting to yellow down here. So I'm gonna watch it and see how it does. If it continues to yellow, I'm just gonna pull it out. And the habanadas, I haven't seen any blushing yet, but they'll stay until the frost unless the plant starts to die. And this is another round of, another round of squash, but you can see it's got some powdery mildew and there's some squash eggs. So I might go ahead and pull those ones out and just start seeds fresh. Let's get a look at that. Let me move this leaf. The size of that. I'm gonna cut that after it gets pollinated really well, and then take the seeds. Oh. Same with those. And this was the 100 sweet. It's looking better than the other one, but you see with all the rain, they've just been splitting. So there's a little butterfly eating the rotten ones. So we need to get the rotten ones off and see if it makes a comeback. If not, oh, check this out. I saw this the other day. A little cantaloupe. I don't know how well it'll do, but there's a little cantaloupe. And this is gonna eventually come out. I think we're gonna have to sawzall it at the base and then leave the rest. What did I just step on? Oh, okay. You see the grass it needs to be cut, but with all the rain, we haven't really been able to cut it. So there's a zucchini. There was some watermelons in here, but they're not doing too hot yet. Now this plant, all right. So I will put a picture of the seed pack that I got from Baker's Creek up. It's coming out. It looks like it's healthy, and I mean, for the most part, it is. It looks nice. The plant's very green and very nice looking. These tomatoes look okay, but as soon as they start to blush, they rot. And you can see, the plant's done falling over. But you see, it's just all dying from the bottom up. So I'm gonna pull it out. I was able to get one off of it and eat it. I had to cut away the rot, but it wasn't bad. I grew it more as a novelty to see how it would do, so I could sell at the farmer's market. Here's one. It's not quite blushing yet, but they'll go from this and they'll start blushing. They'll turn yellow and orange, and then they just rot. They get mushy, and I'm not sure what causes it. I don't know. You see, there's a couple more of them. If it's the water from all the rain or the heat, and it's a beautiful plant. They grow really well. They didn't seem to have any trouble in the heat, the plant itself, but you see it's dropping fruit, and it's not doing what I would want it to do to be able to sell them at the farmer's market. I might do one plant next year just to see if I can get a few off of it, but I don't think it's going to be coming back in the garden. And the more of our volunteer sunflowers. Aren't they pretty? Something's crawling on me. Now this one, this is, they're holding hands. These are the 100 sweet, 1000 sweet. Is that, let's see if we can't get, isn't that pretty? It's doing really well. This one over here, not so much since it's right up against the Beauty King. But this one, I need to come through and just cut it back so that way I can get to the center. Because right now, there is tomatoes stuck in the inside that I can't, ooh. Watch my step. I gotta step in the bed. I don't usually like stepping in the bed. Check that guy out. He's been eating my plants. Do you know what the white things are on him? They're parasitic wasps. So we're gonna leave him and let them do their own thing. But you can see down in there, they're starting to, tomatoes with all the rain are starting to rot. And we got some pepper plants that are knocked over, but we've got all of the squash and everything up from in here. You see they're all down on the ground. I pulled them out and it started raining, so I just kind of left them. But well, the peppers will stay until the frost kills them, and we'll just put in these cucumbers. Got to come out. They're way past their prime, so this whole plant will be pulled out, and we'll put something else there. Maybe we'll do some beans or something. I'll have to see. And the basil finally made an appearance, and we still have some small onions that need to be pulled. Here we go. Let's see. The Romas. Let me see, a bird got a hold of that one. But these plants will be coming out here soon. You can see I've got a few blushing still. I've got a bunch in the house that are blushing. I grab them before the birds do. I'll come out and grab these. I need a basket. If they start blushing, I grab them before the birds do. And then as they ripen to completion in the house, I'll put them in a bag and put them in the freezer. But all these empty spots, we're going to put fall stuff. I've already started broccoli, and I haven't got any off of this plant yet because of the birds. So we'll see how that does, and all the peppers. But all the blank spots, we're going to do different fall stuff, mustards and cauliflower, some turnips, I'm trying to watch my step and talk at the same time. I'm not too good at this. Lettuces, those beans need to be eaten. More celery. The celery, I left these to see if they will come back, like if they will make a return, but I'm not sure. That one's got roots coming off of this side, but I might cut them back and see if they can make a comeback. The eggplant didn't really do too hot. And then another round of squash over there. So we'll be doing squash again. And most of the tomatoes are going to come out, especially these determinate ones. But I'm also going to do more corn. I found a thing of corn on Hoss.com, HossTools.com, let me get it right. That is supposed to be ready in 74 days. So if it gets here in enough time and I can get it going, it might be pushing it, but we'll find out. This is the the celery that I cut back to see what it would do, and it sent up a flower stalk, so we'll see. This one's not too bad. No flower stalk on that one yet. But yeah, she looks kind of rough right now. Let's see. All the mint's done laid down. The edge of the bed is right there. So everything looks pretty rough right now. That's a pretty leaf. So we can get the grass cut and get her cleaned up now that we're supposed to get like 2 days of this asparagus bed. It'll stay until the frost kills it. Supposed to get about 2 days of sunny weather, so that'll be the perfect time to come through and throw some seeds and some fertilizer down and get her cleaned back up. But I hope y'all's gardens have been watered, but not too much, and that it's not been too hot for y'all. And until the next time, we'll see you then. Bye. Okay, before I do completely let go, look at this mushroom. Thing's huge. Say hi, Pee-wee.